Hi, my name is Sarah Michelle, and this is Felicitous Soul. Today on Felicitous Soul, we are going to speak about accountability. Now, this is a rough one for all of us because we really don't want to be accountable. It is so much easier to be like, yo, you created the situation that I felt a certain way about. So I want to put the blame on you instead of taking accountability that you chose to feel a certain way about something. You know, when someone doesn't call us or someone doesn't fulfill promises or someone lies to us or someone cheats on us, when someone does something that offends us personally, it is very easy for us to want to point the finger and be like, you're a piece of crap and it's your fault and this and this and that. Though everybody has choices, and in those choices, it creates an outcome. But what we fail to realize that even in these other choices that other people are making that affect us negatively, there was some point in our life where we made a choice that affected somebody else negatively as well. And see, these are the spiritual laws of karma. And it doesn't matter who you are. Karma only delivers the intention of the person. So if you have ill intentions towards somebody else because you feel they did you wrong, know that the moment you cast that upon somebody, that will in turn come back to you. And nobody in this world is above the law. Maybe you don't get to see how karma gets somebody, but trust and believe that it's happening. So in that moment, when we feel on the defense and we want to point the finger, we have to stop and think, what did I do that could cause something like this to come back around to me? Because what we don't realize, when we throw hate or shame, disgust towards somebody for any reason, know that at any moment, whether it's a rapist, a child molester, a racist, somebody that's just plain out ignorant, someone very hateful, whatever the case may be, the moment we place judgment on them, we not only place judgment upon ourselves, but also on our bloodline, on our seeds. You can sit and talk about, I hate rapists, but one day your child may grow up to be a racist. And they may have problems. They may struggle with some of their sexuality. And you are, because of your hate, you are teaching them to hate themselves because of something that is going on with them that they don't understand. And this is time we break certain cycles like this. I'm not saying that you can't have certain feelings about something, but keep in mind that at one time, everything you don't like or everything you hate, somebody that you love is going to experience that. You're going to have an experience with them. And it's going to break you because you put out that energy, and that energy will come back to you. So we need to learn how to put a different energy out if we want a different result. Listen, I am not perfect. Okay. I am, for one, have had negative thoughts about people. I have been angry and retaliated in my own way. Like, we're all human. We've all done stupid things. I don't care who you are. Some people may never speak of them, and some are just more open with it. And I have seen karma hit me time and time again for it. And in that moment, I have to recognize I'm not a victim. None of us are victims. And if we're a victim of anything, it's of our own doing. So today, sit down. And that person that you're angry with, Where in that situation could you have done something different? Because it takes two. In relationships that don't work, it's always, someone always says it's the other person. But the other person felt a void somewhere. There was lacking in something. Both sides felt lacking in something. And that's why they made the choices that they made to create the situation that was created. So instead of pointing your finger, look at where you could have done something different, where you could have made changes. Because in the end, that's all that we have control over. The only thing we control is our mind, our emotions, our next steps, how we feel, what we think. That's it. We have no control over what someone else may choose. And in no way is it a reflection of ourselves. We have to remember it's a reflection of them and what they feel about themselves. So the word for today is accountability. Where can you take accountability in particular situations? Because when bad things start happening to you, that's the universe trying to correct something. It means somewhere in your energy, things are off and it's trying to correct it. And until you take accountability for it, you'll keep running into situation after situation after situation until you deal with the reality of what is going on. And that is taking accountability. And that is how you end up with a felicitous soul. Do you understand me? You hear what I'm saying? I know it's not easy, and we all have a long road ahead of us if we want to create this change, this new world. It's going to take all of us doing our part. It's not about signing a law and everything's going to change. Change is going to start when we take accountability and we start changing what's inside of us. I love you, and it's a rough road, and none of us are without fault. None of us are perfect. But man, I'll be damned if I let a day go by where I don't try to figure out my flaws. I don't recognize something that I can do better in. I don't progress forward. And that's me personally. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. But man, I love solving problems, and I'll keep going until I solve something. That's a beautiful thing. So, sometimes I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse, but I do know that it's a beautiful thing because there's a lot of people that have benefited from it, for sure. And that all on its own makes my day. Well, I just want to thank you for joining me today, and check back with us next time and see what else we can do to kind of clean your soul, make you feel better, help you feel more at peace. Because that's the journey. That's the journey we're all on. So let's take it together.